So this is part 2 of the tutorial on application 1, Find a Phone. Where we left off last time, we were searching for the audio file that we had downloaded from the internet, which was Ann-2012, and there it is. So what I wanted to do was find where this computer was sitting on my computer, so I used Open File Location. And in Open File Location, I was able to find that the file lives in my Videos folder under Real Player Downloads. Now that I've found the actual file, what I'm going to do is open it with a program called Audacity. I have Audacity on my computer. It's a free download. You can see the icon down at the bottom of my screen here. To open it in Audacity, what I'm going to do is right-click on the file, use Open With, and I'm going to choose Audacity. This should open the file in an audio editing program. You'll see that it takes a little bit of time to construct the waveform, and then we'll be able to work with the waveform to identify the audio of interest. I'm going to start by looking for a flap, because flaps are really, really common. They're very easy to find. Okay, so here I've got my waveform, and I'm just going to start playing it and see the first flap that I hear. I'm going to try to zoom in on.
We're waiting for sandbags. We just have a shortage of sandbags, so that's what we're doing right now.
Flooding on the Talkeetna River prompts evacuations of the town. From the Alaska Public Radio Network, this is Alaska News Nightly for Friday, September 21st. Good evening. I'm Lori Townsend. Also tonight, a settlement in a lawsuit over the state's Bristol Bay area plan that could impact the proposed Pebble Mine.
They now have an opportunity to get the kind of...
There it was. We now have an opportunity. So I've stopped the audio. I'm going to see if I can zoom in to find that clip to highlight. So you'll notice that there's this plus icon here. That helps me zoom in. I'm going to click to set my cursor, and I'm going to try to find that place where it said opportunity.
A plan that could impact the proposed Pebble Mine.
They now have an opportunity.
There it is. Now I have an opportunity. I want to zoom in a little bit further on that so I can get just the clip that's of interest.
Bristol Bay area plan that could impact the proposed Pebble Mine.
They now have an opportunity.
All right, that's my file. That's my segment. So in Audacity, the way you highlight a region is you click to set the cursor and hold the click down and drag to set a highlighted region. Once you've done that, when you hit play, it should play just that highlighted region. Okay, now this isn't perfect. I don't need to go beyond the word opportunity here, so I'm going to set my cursor at the end point, click and drag to bring it back. And in fact, I think I want to get the highlighted region a little bit bigger, so I'll click on the zoom in to make the highlighted region a bit bigger so I have a bit better control. And I wanted to start it a little bit earlier too, so I'm going to click on the beginning part and drag it back here and see if I can get the word we. We now have an opportunity.
They now have an opportunity.
They now have an opportunity. And I don't need the word to, so I'll just drag it back. Let's try it one more time.
They now have an opportunity.
There we go. And the flap is in the word opportunity right near the end. So this is the segment that I want to clip out. In Audacity, the word for what we want to do is trim. It's under the Edit menu. When you choose Trim, what it does is it deletes all of the audio on either side of a selected region and keeps only the audio that's in the selected region. So that's what I'm going to do. Trim. Now, my entire audio file, if I zoom back out, you see is only...
They now have an opportunity.
They now have an opportunity. Perfect. What I want to do is save that as a separate file so that I have a file that is only they now have an opportunity. To do that, you might be tempted to use Save Project As. The problem with that is that it's going to save it only as an Audacity project that only Audacity can open. Instead, I'm going to use export, and export will allow me to save it as a different file format. The format I want to use is WAV. That's a basic cross-platform audio format that just about any computer has a program that can read. I'm going to name it something distinctive like FLAP. And for now, I'm just going to put it onto my desktop so I can find it very easily. If I were doing this for real, I'd probably want to design a better structure so that I can find my file a little bit more easily. I'll click Save. It gives me the option to add some more data. I'm not so interested in that, so I'm just going to click OK, and it's going to export that section, that selection, as a WAV file. And when I go back to my desktop, what you notice is here's FLAP. When I double click on that, it's going to open my default audio player is Windows Media Player, so it'll open an Windows Media Player.
They now have an opportunity.
And there it is. They now have an opportunity. So now I've got the audio in in an edited form. The last thing that I want to do is transcribe. So to transcribe, I'm going to go into Microsoft Word. I have the keyboard mapping program. Down here on the bottom bar, you'll see the letters EN that stand for English. I want to change that to my IPA keyboard mapping program. The keyboard shortcut is Shift-Alt. When I do Shift-Alt, you'll notice that that changes to IS, which pops up as Icelandic. In reality, this is the IPA keyboard mapping program. For some reason, they've decided to use the mapping of Icelandic to refer to that, but it really is the keyboard mapping program for IPA. I'm going to choose a Unicode font, Lucida Sans Unicode, and I'm going to transcribe they now have an opportunity There we go. This is audio file 1 with a flap on the word opportunity. They now have an opportunity. I should really also gloss this. I should put in quotation marks. They now have an opportunity. And that's pretty much the end of collecting the audio, finding the flap that's of interest, transcribing the sentence that has the flap of interest, and then putting it into a Word document. What you'll end up submitting is the audio file and this Word document that indicates what sound you're documenting. This ends the tutorial on application 1. Sorry about my computer popping up this stuff. I'm not exactly sure what that's about. I hope it's helped, and please, as always, contact me with any questions.